Yeah, I think the biggest problem, and it's a problem we get at the track, is things like acidosis. You know, if you're going to run your dog a couple of times in a day without the appropriate drinks and electrolytes and that through the day, then you run a bigger chance of getting, whether it's acidosis or cramping and that sort of thing. And it gets down to, you know, just the electrolytes and making sure that the dogs are fit for purpose, you know, and if they're running in heat and running a number of times in the day, you know, it's something that you've got to be very careful with. Cool day like today, it's not as big a problem, but certainly when you get into the heat, you know, if it gets into the mid-20s, then, you know, there's always the risk. And if you're going to stress dogs, you know, running them a number of times in warmer days, then you've got to make sure that you give them those electrolytes and give them a chance to recover between runs. You probably don't get the wrist injuries that you would on a circle track. You can still get hock injuries and that sort of thing because they're driving so hard, and occasionally, you know, you get back muscle injuries. So it's important to make sure that the dogs are warmed up properly to make sure that you're not getting those muscle injuries. And I like to give them, you know, a good rub down before we go to slips a second, third time. It's not so important the first time, they don't have that lactic acid build up in their muscles, but after they've run once or twice in a day, I think it's important to put a bit more time into the warm up and cool down. You know, making sure that they get enough fluids straight after they race is the most important thing. As I said, I make sure I give them a cup of electrolytes and some sort of energy drink after the first and second stage. After the third course, you know, you've got to give them access to unlimited electrolytes and then water, and then just watch them. It's important to watch them. If they start drinking too much, well, it's a good sign that you've got a problem. So it's then important to take the necessary steps.